Hello students, welcome to the video tutorial of Informatics Practices for class 12th. Today we'll be discussing the second part of the chapter more on SQL. In the previous video tutorial students, we have discussed that how we can use the order by clause of MySQL to provide some sorting inside our SQL tables. That means we have studied that how we can order some particular fields or columns as per our demand, that is either we can sort it in ascending order or in a descending order. Okay, and it depends whether we want to sort the single column or multiple columns, and at the same time we can sort it some of the columns in an ascending order and some of the columns in the descending order. Okay, now today we'll be discussing how we can provide a custom sort order, that means not an ascending order nor any descending order. The sort order is to be set by us, that which sort order should be selected and how the data entries should be sorted. Okay, so before that we will be needing to see the databases and the tables, and also today I'll be telling you something which is beyond your course, but that is very interesting part to make your work a bit easier and shorter. Okay, so let's begin. Let's enter the password. Okay, and then we are up to our MySQL interface, and then first of all, as usual, let's see the databases. Show databases, semicolon, press enter. Here you are up with the databases. Now need to use the database. Let's move to use school. Press enter. Database is changed now. Then show tables. Here we go for the tables. We have to select the table data, so we can see the entries of that particular table. So it is select asterisk from data. Okay, now students, yesterday when we discussed the previous video tutorials, in that this project field was having a null entries. Okay, and now today you are seeing that these entries are already there. Okay, so first of all, let's try to understand it from the basic, that how we have created this project table, sorry, the project field inside this data table, and how we have filled these values. Okay, basically you can perform it very easily by giving multiple update commands, but today we'll be seeing how we can do it by a single update command. Okay, before that we first need to drop this project column, and let's try to see whether a particular column can be removed from the database or not. Okay, from the table or not, because we know that we can drop the whole table from the database, but here we don't want to remove the whole table. We are searching for a way in which we can remove this particular project column from this data table. Okay, so obviously I have told you that whenever you are going to do any modification in the SQL table structure, you go for the alter table command. Okay, without the alter command you cannot do any modifications with the structure of the table. Okay, so obviously when we are going to remove any column, the whole column from this table, that is going to alter the structure of this particular data table. So that's why we need to use the alter table command. Okay, so let's start the command. Let's write alter table. The name of the table is data. Here alter table data, then we'll write drop column. Name of the column is project here, so drop column project from data. Okay, alter table data, drop column project from data. Okay, so let's enter. Okay, there's some problem. Alter table data, drop column project. Let's do this. Press semicolon here. Okay, now see, actually we have already selected the table name, that data was there, so we don't need to use it from data again. Okay, so there was a mistake there and we have rectified that mistake. That is important also, students. You need to be careful with these things. Okay, because that things keep on happening when you are performing on SQL, so you need to learn from the explanations. Okay, and it is good that some errors are coming in the live session, so that you can understand that yeah, these particular errors can occur and how to handle that particular errors. Okay, now see here what we have done earlier, that we wrote this command alter table drop data drop column, and the column name was there, and then we wrote this extra keywords here from data. Okay, why? Because already we have mentioned that we are going to alter the structure of data, so we don't need to mention this from data again. And here we have removed that part, and we have written alter table data drop column project, and then we have pressed semicolon, and now you are up with the output. Okay, now if you want to check, you can check. Select asterisk from data. Okay, semicolon and press enter. Now you see you are not having this project field. Okay, this project column is not there. Okay, now let's try to add this project field again. And when, as soon as you are going to add this project field there, it is going to be filled with the null entries. Okay, you know that. And then we need to start our particular work. Okay, so first we are going to add that column again. Alter table data. Okay, then add project size and data type is required here, var char and 15. Now you must be wondering why I have done this. Earlier it was there, and why I removed this and again I am adding it. I just did it to tell you that how you can drop a particular column from the SQL table. Okay, so there was no need to drop it, only to show you how to drop it I just did that. Okay, so don't you worry, don't be confused about those things. Okay, here we press enter. Now we have got the particular field again, and now all the entries are null there. Okay, if you want to check, you can check again. Select asterisk from data semicolon, and see all the entries inside this project field is null. Okay, now one way is to update all the values at single times. Okay, means you can write directly like this: update, and then name of the table, update data, and set project is equals to, let's suppose, uh, pending. Okay, where r underscore number is equals to 101. Okay, press semicolon and press enter. Now see, you have updated a particular record. Okay, now for updating the second record, again you need to write this command. Okay, and then only you need to change the particular field and the name of the value to be inserted there. Let's suppose it is submitted here. Okay, submitted, and then where r underscore number is being removed from 101 to 102, semicolon, enter. Okay, now what is happening here, that every time when we need to insert a record, we are writing the query, and again we are updating it. Okay, so it is okay here because only here 5 and 6 entries are there. That is not a problem for us. If even if 20 entries are there, we can write 20 commands. But what if there are thousands of entries? Okay, that will take you too long to copy the commands every time and change the values inside that particular fields. Okay, so we need a solution here by which we can just give the command at a single time and all the entries can be inserted. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss here. That is what important here. But for discussing that, let's see whether if we have inserted these two records, how we can change it to null again. Okay, so basically you are not going to delete a record from this project. What delete basically does, it changes the values from the particular values to a null entries. Okay, so the overall target is to make the entries which we have already inserted to a null entries only. Okay, so if we are able to get the particular way in which we can convert it to null, then our task is completed. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say is, you can see here, if we select this table, select asterisk from data semicolon in the center. Now you are seeing here that we have inserted these two fields, pending and submitted, inside this project field. Okay, these two values, pending and submitted, inside this project field. Now if we are going to delete it, that means we need to remove this pending and submitted, and as soon as we are going to delete it, is going to be null again. Okay, so there is no particular way by which we can delete it. Okay, delete actually is going to be a next form of update here. Okay, so what we can do, when we are going to delete these things, it will be converted to null only. So what we are going to do here, we will update this table and we will change these values to null. Okay, back to null, and then it will be a form of deletion only. And let me make it clear by performing the practical here. Do something like this: update data, okay, set project is equals to, suppose, what, suppose you have to make it null only, so write the name here null. Set project is equals to null. And where all these entries have to be changed, where the entries are already present, that means where the entries is not null. Okay, not null means anything must be present there, and if anything is present we need to remove it. So that's why we are going to write where project is not null. Okay, now we are going to press enter, and now see, at the same time we have removed these two entries. Okay, so I've told you how you can delete multiple records by using the update statement, and by giving a single command you can delete entries from 3 4 places. Okay, that was very easy. But what if we want to insert multiple records when the entries are already null? Okay, that's the prime target of today, so that we are going to discuss. And for achieving that result we need a keyword, that is the case. Okay, now right now let's see the structure and the entries inside this table. Select asterisk from data, and see all the entries of project are null again. Okay, now what we want these entries to be filled with custom entries, custom field values. Okay, and these values are to be given at a single command, and not going to update it one by one. We will update it at once. Okay, so for that we are going to use the case keyword. Be very careful with this, I'm telling you, watch it carefully. Update data, set project is equals to, then use the case keyword here. Case when r underscore number is equals to 101, then, then you will provide which value you have to insert first. Okay, so first we are trying to insert pending, then we'll write then pending. Next we'll write when r underscore number is equals to 102, then submitted. Again we'll write when r underscore number is equals to 103, then evaluated. Okay, anything we can give here, and we are writing here evaluated. Okay, and rest all the entries are to be filled with pending only. Okay, so we can write else if these cases are not formed, that means if roll number is not 102 and 101 and 103. So if any roll number which is uh, uh, not there in this 101 and 102 and 103, so it is going to update a record with this value which we are going to give now. Okay, else you can write evaluated. Okay, or you can write pending only, or you can say not sure, anything. Okay, right here not sure, and then press semicolon. So yes, one more thing, you have to end this statement also. You this end keyword is going to clarify that whatever the query which you are trying to make is now been completed here, and that's why this end keyword is required. And you are going to press semicolon and press enter, and now see query. Okay, 5 rows affected. Now let's see whether what we wanted is being accomplished or not. So select asterisk from data, semicolon, press enter. Now see, by just giving a single command, we are able to update multiple values inside a project field. Now this can be any field and the condition can be anything. Okay, that means if we want that the roll numbers which are above 103 have to be updated with a single record, and then below 103 all the records have to be different, then we can do that also. We can give each entry with a each particular field also, and we can update multiple records at the same time. Okay, so everything is going to be according to that, and our task can be accomplished very easily. Okay, now let's see that the multiple records of these things, of these tables, can be how we can give them a custom sort order. Okay, that I talked in the beginning, that we have to select a custom sort order for these things. So let's try to do that. Okay, and now suppose if we wanted the field to be given a task assigned also, let's remove this not sure from this table and let's make it to assigned. Okay, that is very easy to do. Okay, you can update it again. Update data set project is equals to, let's give it a value. What we said to do is to be replaced with assigned value. Okay, assigned, where it has to be set where the values are not sure. Okay, so update data set project is equals to assigned where, again you can write project is equals to not sure, semicolon, and press enter. And now if you want to check the values, again select asterisk from data, semicolon. Now see, what we wanted has been accomplished here. Okay, and now we are going forward to give a custom sort order. So for giving a custom sort order to a table, what we need to do, students, here is we have to use the field argument. Okay, or the field keyword for the SQL, and in that field we will decide what is to be the order for the sorting. Okay, which way all the values have to be written. Okay, so let's see first, check whether all the entries are having different things or not. Here we are having evaluated, assigned, submitted, and pending. Okay, so basically assigned are given here, then evaluated is there, submitted is there, pending is there. So there is no sorting order present here. Okay, and if we are going to sort also by the name of this project column, and either it will be sorted on the ascending way, that means A will be followed with E and then P and then S. Okay, in this way, or from the descending order, that means S, P, then E, then A. But what if we want a particular sort order or a custom sort order? Okay, so that we are going to do here. Let's use it. Select asterisk from data. Okay, select asterisk from data, then use order by clause there, because order by is to be used for giving the sort order. Select asterisk from data order by, and then use the field argument, that is the field keyword which is to be introduced, order by field, and then name of the column or the name of the field by which you are going to do this in project, and then press comma, and then give the names of the field, that means the name of the values. So we want it is to be done like this: evaluated first, and then we want the pending words. So pending, keep every entries in the semicolon only, sorry, the quotes, single quotes, because these are the character values or the varchar values. Okay, evaluated, pending, followed by submitted, and then followed by assigned. Okay, submitted, comma, assigned, these values are there, and then close this bracket, press semicolon, and then press enter. Okay, and here you go. See, I've told you that the field should be ordered in this way. That means first the entries of evaluated should be there, then pending, and then submitted, and then assigned. Okay. Now see, the results are being declared according to that only. First, the entries of evaluated are here, then the entries for pending is there, and then entries for submitted is there, and the entries for assigned is there. Okay, and if we want any sort order different from this, we need to mention the sort order there, and we will get that desired result. Okay, we want to check it again, we will sort it in a different way. Okay, see, we have written the command again. Let's move it a bit up. Now see, this order was there already. Now we just try to modify this order. We want assigned first, and in the end we want evaluated. Okay, so let's make this evaluated, and let's modify this to assigned. Okay, now it has to be done in this order. That means first the entries of assigned will be there, then pending, then submitted, then evaluated. Okay, and then semicolon is already there. Press enter, and now see, earlier the order was this: evaluated, then pending, then submitted, and then assigned. Now we are having first assigned, then pending, then submitted, and then evaluated. Okay, so in this way, whatever the sort order, whatever the sort sequence you are having, or whatever the sort order you want, you can write it into the field column. Okay, and write the name of the field which is to be sorted, and then the custom sort order which you want, and then the result will be accomplished according to that. I think it was very easy, and if you face any problems, then let me know in the comment section that we are facing troubles here. Okay, and now let's try to do some aggregate functions here. Okay, when already some table is there and we want a result to be done with a particular function, that means, suppose, if you want to see some more properties for MySQL, MySQL also supports and provides group functions or aggregate functions. Okay, so why this group and aggregate functions are required? So that you can make out that group functions or aggregate functions work upon some particular set of groups of rows. Okay, rather than on a single rows. Means if we want the things to be done on a certain set of rows all together, then we can accomplish that result according to the aggregate functions. Okay, for example, if we want to take out the average salary of all the employees, okay, if salary is mentioned of all the employees earlier, okay, and if we want a particular uh, average salary column in which we define that, yeah, this is the average salary of all the particular employees in a company. Okay, and if we want how many total employees are there, we can use the count function. If we want the maximum output, that means which particular employee is having the maximum salary, so we can do that also. So whatever the things, whatever the condition may be there, we can get the result by using these aggregate functions. Okay, so we'll be discussing it in the next video lecture, that how we can perform some aggregation function from the SQL table. Okay, so be prepared for that. Till then, take care. Thank you, students.